Hello, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute. It's been like 4 months. I'm the kind of person who picks up hobbies and then drops them. I don't do consistency very well. But I am back to talk about what else but music, and I have stumbled across quite the gem. Now, I first discovered this artist. Her name is Avery Cochrane. I first discovered her, I think last summer. She released this absolute banger called Shapeshifting on a Saturday night, and it went triple platinum in my ears. And then I kind of forgot about her because she was kind of radio silent for a few months. But then she has come back and released this incredible EP. Spotify says it's an album, but she says it's an EP, so I think I'm going to call it an EP. Called Male Validation and Other Drugs. It is 7 songs, it's nice and short, and I have just fallen in love with this EP. It just kind of captures how it feels to navigate life and love while the state of the world is in disarray, and it's just wrapped in this sugary pop production. And you know me, I love pop music, so this just feels like it was made for me. And I feel like a lot of music nowadays, almost all of it really, is about love and heartbreak, which is fine, and a lot of the songs on this are, but there's a couple on here that touch on the state of the world and the mental health crisis that's happening and how we're all chronically online. You can tell she has taken inspiration from a lot of what is popular in modern music. I would say she sounds like a mix of Chapel and Sabrina. Her voice reminds me so much of Chapel. I really think she has it all. She has lyrics, production, and vocals, and I was blessed enough to see Avery live 2 weeks ago. She did a 4-city tour to celebrate the release of this EP, and she was just so charismatic and funny. She did a little crowd work. I just think she has the makings of a pop star, like that thing that makes someone a pop star. She's got it, and I am just rooting for her so hard. But without further ado, let's get into these songs. I have a thing typed up. I typed up so much about these songs because I love them so much. Now, I have to say the first song is called Griever, and it's definitely my least favorite on the EP. Sorry, but it's okay because we can only get better from here. So I don't there's this electronic filter on her voice during the chorus, which just doesn't appeal to me. I also think this one sounds the most different from the rest of the songs on the album. It's very fast paced, and like I said, it has that electronic filter. It's also quite short, but I really, really love the verses. They are just sound beautiful. So what's the song about? She is thinking she's over her ex, but then she sees him with another girl, and all these emotions get stirred up. Actually, she's bisexual, and so I think a lot of the songs, it's kind of ambiguous if she's talking about a guy or a girl. So I just said it's about a guy, but I don't know for sure. But anyway, there's one line in the song that really gets me, and it's 3 years gone, but I'm 10 years weaker. It just hits me every single time I listen, because relationships are supposed to help you grow as a person, but a lot of times when they end, you feel like you've been set back mentally, physically, emotionally. Maybe not physically, but definitely the other two. There's also a line in the first verse. She says she's taking pictures in my swimsuit, referring to her ex's new girlfriend. I need to know how true this is, because wearing clothes left behind by the ex is already questionable. Wearing a bathing suit is really deranged. So maybe it's just something she made up, but I feel like it's true, and that scares me. The second track is called Loneliness in Numbers. Amazing title. And this is one of the 2 songs that's more about the state of the world. It kind of speaks to unhealthy coping mechanisms and how we use the internet and materialistic things to distract from both our problems, but also the bigger problems going on in the world. There are so many lines I could talk about from this song. It opens with, maybe the next material obsession could end all my depression, which speaks to me personally, because anytime I'm sad, I usually go buy something to cheer myself up. us girlies, we go and get a sweet treat when we're feeling sad. It's what we do. During the pre-chorus, she says, I can't talk to you if you've got bad news, but start the revolution and I'll join you. Which speaks to me personally, because I often feel so mentally exhausted with how our world is operating, and it's like I can't handle one more piece of bad news, so I've just resorted to blocking it out. I think that's how most of us feel, because like we can't do anything about it, but if someone were to start the revolution, we'd all be there. We'd be like, let's go, bring it on, but you know, we don't know how to do that, so we're all kind of just sitting here helpless. And I did write out the whole chorus because it's just so good. It goes, so I got pumped with the plastic front to back, cause I gotta look good for the nuclear blast. Want you to show me how you know me, but I'm too afraid to ask. Whatever works in the matrix I call home, and you touch my heart when you touch your phone. It's called Loneliness in Numbers, and I always see it come and go. It's actually kind of genius. The first two lines, kind of ham-fisted, but they go so hard, so I'm letting her cook. In the final chorus, she changes it to dead and pumped with the plastic front to back, but you know I looked good for the nuclear blast. Just wanted somebody to know me, but was too afraid to ask. And the I wanted somebody to know me lines really just get me, because I feel like we're so scared of putting ourselves out there, especially because our lives are so online now. I think most of us feel insignificant, and so we post on social media because it lets us be seen, but we're also scared of being seen because the internet can be really cruel. So it's this vicious cycle, and in the end, none of it even matters. So I feel like she's in my head with some of these songs. It's actually so crazy. This is gonna be a long video for just 7 songs, but I truly love them so much. The next one's called Losing Streak, and it's very ABBA sounding. It kind of reminds me of Good Luck Babe by Chappell Roan. It's very cathartic and upbeat, but also very heartbreaking. This one's about her trying to hold on to a dying relationship and trying to understand why it keeps going wrong. The pre-chorus, she says, it's a lost art, suffer for the sake of saying we made it far. It's not who you are, it's the subtle way I break as we stop and start. Every time they get back together, it breaks her a little more. And during the chorus, she says, it's everything, incompatible intricacies, had to up the dosage on your sertraline. Longtime lovers on a losing streak. Me speaking it out does not do it justice. This chorus goes crazy, but I love how she's like, it's everything. Like, what's wrong with this relationship? It's everything. Like, nothing is working. You had to take a higher dosage of your anxiety medication because I stress you out so much. It's very comical, but also extremely honest. Like, should I laugh or should I cry? It's a bit of both. Also, she said during the show, the original lyrics were incompatible intricities because she thought intricities was a real word. And she did perform it as intricities due to popular demand. I just think that's so cute when a song has secret lore. My cat just walked by, if you saw the curtain move. Hi. Just love when a song has a little backstory to it. Oh, and I also need to mention the outro of this song. The last line is, longtime lover, you're killing me, and the killing me part gets echoed. But the way the vocals get layered, it sounds like she's saying killing me and healing me at the same time. When I realized that, that's when I was like, oh, this is a real artist. The 4th song is called Sex Etc., and the way she says it is like, sex etc. It's very satisfying. I don't do it very well. This song's also her trying to get over her ex, but also like trying to get revenge on them. Like, she wants them to see that she's moved on. The genius of the song is during the chorus, she's going over the ways that she's getting over her ex, but during the verses and the bridge, she starts ruminating on how they hurt her. So it's kind of this cycle of trying to block out the heartache with sex, drugs, and other vices, only for it to all come back up again anyway. The chorus goes, showing out, showing up, showing I'm forgetting ya, party lungs, dance drugs, sex, etc. This is probably the catchiest song on the EP. It will get stuck in your head, whether you like it or not. Song 5 is the title track, Male Validation and Other Drugs. During the show, she explained the name of the EP and how when she started dating women, she kind of realized she had these weird desires or habits for male validation that she had to unlearn. I feel like this is important context because the song is largely her internal thoughts about ways she can appeal to a man, but she knows it's not good. Like, she's not encouraging this behavior, and it usually ends badly. She opens with, "Don't look at me astonished, you asked me to be honest," which I love because people, especially other women, like to grill each other for admitting to stuff like this. I think about how much pushback Sabrina got for Man's Best Friend. Sometimes a girl has to tell it how it is instead of how it's supposed to be. Sometimes a girl embarrasses herself for a below average man. It happens quite often, actually. The full chorus is, "Don't look at me astonished, you asked me to be honest, and I honestly care what he thinks. I let him buy me one more drink. Smashing faces, now I'm naked, the highest of his praises. Took the ink from all my pens to never hear from him again." It's actually so delicious. The highest praise she will ever get from him is him having sex with her. And I think the last line is her saying she wrote all these songs about him, or she wrote letters to him, only for him to ghost her. It's humiliating, but I think a lot of us can relate. Alright, on to track 6, which is the undisputed diva of the album, "Shapeshifting on a Saturday Night." This was my song of the summer last year. It has a similar energy to "Wish You Were Sober" and also "Maniac" by Conan, but also kind of blank space as well. It's about this girl who's the life of the party, but is also a toxic mess. She's, very toxic, but also irresistible. If I could recommend one song from Avery, like if you want to dip your toes in, I would recommend this one. It just fills you with serotonin and gives you that euphoric feeling that a really good pop song gives you. The chorus goes, "And she's twisting, shape-shifting on a Saturday night. Will she waste into the kind of woman everyone likes? She's an industry professional at telling you lies, works hard for her money, and still can't get by. She's a California keeper if she just plays pretend, and you'll love her till you leave her because she's sick in the head. And she'll pull up to your drive with tears in her eyes. Yeah, she's shape-shifting on a Saturday night, and oh man, again, I'm not doing it justice. Go listen to it. The second half of the chorus is really, it just goes off. I feel like I'm heading to space during that part. I love the line, "Will she waste into the kind of woman everyone likes?" because obviously it's her getting wasted at a party, but I also feel like there's a double meaning where in trying to be someone everyone likes, you lose who you really are. That's the part that really reminds me of "Wish You Were Sober," how the speaker likes the girl better sober, but she goes and gets wasted and turns into a completely different person. I also love how the chorus ends with "and I." It's this weird open-ended moment, and I don't know if there's a meaning to it. I don't know what she's trying to imply, but I just find it really satisfying. Alright, we've made it to the final song, and this is, I think, my favorite on the album. It's called "Oh Mercy," and I have not found another song that captures this specific feeling. I'm sure there are songs out there, but I personally have never come across one that really hit me like this. It basically sums up how it feels trying to get by in the world on a day-to-day basis while also trying to contend with how messed up the world is on like a grand scale. I think it's very difficult to write a song about, the world is bad. They usually end up being really ham-fisted. I think the song managed to capture these nuances in a way that is really impactful and not just forced. I'm basically gonna quote the whole song because it's just that good, and the production is so good. I'll talk about that later though. The chorus goes, "Save me, I've been feeling nothing, praying for beauty in the numbness. Is it the state of the world or my state of mind? Driving aimless through the country, I just ran out of luck and my money. Can't fix the world, can I fix my mind? Oh, great creator, tell her she'll be fine." This chorus just really sums up how I've been feeling for the last few years. It really feels like she reached into my brain and put into words all these feelings I've been having, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate. If you've ever dealt with anxiety and depression, it comes in waves, and you have these really good moments, but you just fall back into it every time, and you're like, God, please send me a sign that I'm gonna be okay. She also takes a few digs at the upper class and the government. Let's call them the corporate elites. She says, "Cheat the system, cheat the earth, bodies burned for his net worth, and I can't be normal or impartial, all my pain is patriarchal," and she screams that last line. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. The bridge also has some really great lines. I don't want to quote the whole thing because it's kind of long. She says, nothing's coming easy or freely. Also, flora, fauna, complex trauma, blood, sweat, love, and tears for profit. Just how everything in the world is being sacrificed for wealth. It's really, really special. And she changes the chorus slightly at the end. She slows it down and adds, oh, great creator, simulator, operator, tell her she'll be fine. The emotional build-up to this part is actually so, so incredible. I'll tell you to go listen to it. Please go listen to it. But the implications of this line are just so crazy. She's looking to God for answers, but also wondering if this is all some kind of simulation that she can escape from. And the operator line has pretty obvious implications. Again, she's able to capture nuances here about what it feels like trying to deal with mental health. And the production of this song is so, so good. During the chorus, the bass kicks in, and there's these soft, somber trumpet sounds that, to me, kind of feel like the rapture is coming. Or like it feels like someone died or a war has been lost. The trumpets just really do something to me. Go listen to this song. You, go listen. I think that's all I have to say. That is the last song on her EP. She has a few singles, but I'm not going to get into all that because this video is probably quite long already. But she's working on her first album right now, so I'm seated and anxiously awaiting. Is it anxiously awaiting? That sounds wrong. I'm so ready. She's teasing music on TikTok and it sounds so, so good. So yeah, I never know how to end videos. I'll just say when you listen to these songs, you can clearly see, you know, the inspiration from current music, but I don't feel like it's derivative. There's just a lot of personality and again, really brilliant lyrics going on. I am just so sure she is going to become a main pop girl. She has to, because otherwise there's no hope for any of us who have dreams. All right, thank you so much for watching. I'm seeing Florence this weekend, so I'm planning to make a video about that, or maybe you won't see me again for 4 months. I guess we'll both find out. But again, thanks for watching, and bye!